X-Men has an incredible legacy. It's almost 60 years old, or over 60 years old. And you know, we love these characters. Every single person that worked on the show loves these characters, knows these characters, and is a fan of the original series. For me personally, the original show was seminal and influential on my life as a storyteller and a creator. And it's true among so many filmmakers we meet with. The original series, you know, it actually has stylistic shifts throughout each season if you watch it all in a row. And we analyzed it. We met with Eric and Julia Leewald and Larry Houston, who became consultants on the show, and really were able to explain why they made the choices they made that led to the aesthetic of the original series. And it was on us to create stylistic guardrails so that we could always go back to that 90s style. We're all fans of anime, and it's very easy to kind of go in a very angular direction and a very dynamic kind of like you know, deep space choreography. And we had to put limiters on ourselves to make it feel like the old show. That meant curves, that meant bold lines, that meant flat space, and not moving on the Z-axis unless we really had to. Now we break those rules all the time, but we break those rules with a lot of intention. There are no insignificant episodes. It's a 10-episode series. Each one moves the story forward in a bold way. So it feels like, just like the original series, which was the first serialized piece of content that I ever saw, there was you know, you had to watch the next episode to find out what happened. That's the way X-Men 97 is designed as well. When we first met with the Leewalds, they told us, you know, that they met with Stan Lee when they made the original show, and Stan, how much Stan supported them, and that, you know, they would talk about how, you know, when he and Jack launched the book in the 60s, many of those social problems, you know, that the X-Men deal with in their story existed in the 90s, 30 years later. And now here we are 30 years after that. And we still need the X-Men, I think, as an outlet to have some of these conversations, and to be a reflection of our world.